All right, what's up, boys? So I was not planning on filming this video at all. I was actually planning on doing more so of a, Myro value video, but that's gonna come. But I was watching an Alex Sedlak video, right? Shout out to him. And for some reason, I was literally driving. I was driving to Starbucks because I just like to work in public places sometimes. But I was driving there, and then I literally just pulled over. Like, I'm on the side of a road right now at a park. And I literally just pulled over because I actually do kind of like doing these Yap videos. But anyways, as I was watching that video, and when I got the urge to pull over, I thought of a scenario that happened the other day in my free community. If you're not in that, go join that below. We're cooking up in there. But one of the guys in there asked me a certain question that was honestly it was a super simple question, but like a very useful thing. And I feel like a lot of people really struggle with it. But he pretty much asked me, on the days where you can't go 100%, how do you still get better? How do you still push forward? Or like pretty much just generally ask me about consistency, right? How do you get consistent? How do you stay consistent through the hard times, through the days where you can't, or through the days where you're not feeling it and all that stuff, right? And so I feel like a lot of people, when they're building their business, when they're honestly doing whatever, I'm not gonna say everybody, but some people have this idea in mind where they have to go 1,000% every day, and if they don't, then they lost the day, right? I've been building my business, building my agency for almost 2 years now, coming up on 2 years, and I can confidently say that I haven't missed a single day for almost 2 years. Like, I haven't taken a break. I haven't even missed a day for almost 2 years, right? And it's for a very specific reason. And it's the exact reason that I told the guy in my community pretty much the answer to his question, right? I told him instead of trying to go 110% every single day, which obviously is the goal, but that's unrealistic, right? It's unrealistic to think you can go 10 out of 10 every single day, day in and day out. That's the goal you should shoot for. But a lot of people, it's good to shoot for that, but then when people don't get that, they'll get down on themselves, they'll doubt themselves. And for some people, it literally causes them to fail, causes them to quit, right? And that's a big issue. So instead of trying to go 12 out of 10 every single day, make that your goal, but instead focus on trying to make every single day a W and just getting 1% better every day, right? Something I did a couple months before I started my business, because I was trying stuff for years. I did every single business model you could think of. But a couple months before, and it lined up perfectly. It was like, I swear, my journey feels like lined up by God. Like, because a couple months before that, I started getting super into mindset stuff, super into reading books, super into just expanding my mind, right? Getting better, almost in a sense of like discipline, just overall my mindset, right? And that served me extremely well, because one of the things I learned was honestly just how to be consistent, how to stay steady, stay grinding for a long period of time, and honestly kind of how to be a stoic, right? Kind of how to be just that thing when stuff comes your way in life, it just like brush it off the shoulder, just hits you and bounces off of you. And that's truly the thing that you have to do if you want to be consistent, and if you want to continuously build your business, even on the days or sometimes periods of time where you're not as consistent, there's stuff going on in your life, stuff's not going your way, stuff's getting stressful, and overall you're just like, you're not feeling it, right? Because those days are going to come. Those days come for every single person. I mean, I've generated millions of dollars in the info space. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars myself, and those days still come a lot. Honestly, even more nowadays, right? Which it's super important to understand this concept of, if you want that growth over time, if you want to stay consistent over a long period of time without fail, you have to put it in your mind that your focus should be making every day a win in some sort of way, every day getting 1% better in some form, right? And doing that is what's actually going to make you better and make you consistent over a long period of time, instead of shooting for a 12 out of 10 day every single day. Like I said, that's your goal. But if you just make that your goal and you don't understand the concept I just mentioned, the concept of getting just 1% better every day, the concept of making every day a win of some sort, then you are going to doubt yourself. You are going to start getting down on yourself when you can't give it your all, when you don't go 110% that day, when you don't get everything done that day, right? And wins can be super small things, right? Wins don't have to be like making thousands of dollars that day. Wins don't have to be some big event. It can literally just be as simple as, oh, I completed my to-do list, right? Or, oh, I went to the gym when I didn't want to. I completed my workout when I was going to leave the gym mid-workout. I had a task that I was procrastinating for a while, but I banged it out today in one go, right? Something as small as that. Or even, let's say you had a long day, you had a lot of stuff that day, things didn't go your way, maybe you had some personal things in your life. Comes to nighttime, but you still ended up banging out 30 minutes, an hour of work. That's a win, right? And if you focus on that, it'll keep you going over a super long period of time instead of just focusing on getting that 110% every day, but you don't end up doing that because that's unrealistic, like I said, and then you just doubt yourself and you give up, right? I've literally seen that happen to people, right? So it's extremely important that and there are so many things that play into this, right? I mean, some people just make their to-do list too long. Some people put a million things on their plate when realistically they don't need to, right? That's a whole nother conversation, but to be honest, to touch on that, I mean, if you're focusing on the highest priority things, the things that actually move the needle every day, and you actually do those and execute on those, then you won the day, then you're staying consistent because you know that you're making progress over time. If you can't tell me that if you don't subconsciously or even consciously know that you're getting better every day, know that you're getting that 1% better every day, know that you're getting that W every day, that you're not going to stay consistent, you're not going to feel motivated every single day. Well, not feel motivated, but that you're not going to feel consistent every single day. So do what you can to really drill it in your mind of just, what can I do to win the day today? Every single day you should know what you're going to do today to win the day, right? For me, I've been procrastinating YouTube videos a little bit, right? You know, because I mean, things get super busy, you know, especially when it comes to the value videos. It gets hard to make, right? Videos like these are relatively easy, but the Miro board videos, I mean, those are, you know, they're a task, right? There's a lot of friction behind it, right? And on top of everything else that goes on in my business, like there's a lot of things to do, right? So today I was like, man, my day is won if I just bang out a YouTube video, right? If I bang out some content, right? Because I feel I've really enjoyed giving you guys value even on a small scale. And I feel like we're going really big places with it. And I can't wait for the day that this starts to really gain some traction and get somewhere. But the point is, give it your all every single day to make that day a win, even if it's just one task, right? My day is won today. See, like I'm almost done yapping and then my day is won because I made that YouTube video. Obviously there's other things that play into it. There's a lot more things that I have to do today, but I knew how I was going to win today. I knew exactly what was going to make today a W, and then I executed on it, right? I didn't wait around. I didn't procrastinate. I executed on it. And now I can go about my day knowing that today is already won, right? So I'm already at an advantage. So I'm already going to be even more productive because I already know I got 1% better today, right? I was literally driving. I was going to go get some coffee. I was going to just go bang out some work, but as I literally just pulled over, bang this out. 11 minutes later, 15 minutes later, my day's won. So if you're looking to stay consistent day in and day out for a long period of time, focus on that 1% better, focus on that W every single day, execute on it, know exactly what's going to make your day a W, then execute on it, and then your day is won. And that's what will keep you pushing for a long period of time. Instead of doubting yourself, getting down on yourself, and slowing your progress, or even worse, stopping it and giving up. So do what you can to make today a W. Think about it for a sec, write it down. I like to make my to-do list the night before every single day, which I strongly recommend. Maybe even the night before too, you say, okay, out of this, how am I going to win tomorrow? What's going to make today a win? And then you wake up the next day already knowing how you're going to win the day. Like something in my business that helped me a lot was every single day, we write down how we're going to win the day. And even on a weekly basis, we also write down, okay, what's going to happen this week? What levers are we going to pull this week to label this week as a win? And then even on a monthly scale, quarterly scale, yearly scale, and it just expands from there. But anyways, make today a W, get 1% better every day, and you should. And within enough time of doing this, you will see the progress unfold, not even in front of your eyes, but over time. And you'll be in a completely different place. It's pretty much it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Free community below. We drop a lot of value in there. Dropped a completely free webinar SOP in there and got some more coming. But it's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. See y'all later.